This morning, another terrifying and fast-moving flash flood. In New Mexico, at least 3 people dead after waters rose in Ruidoso. This home in the mountain community ripped off its foundation and carried off by the water.
Oh no, oh no, oh my gosh.
Caitlin Carpenter watched her friend's house get swept away.
It was terrifying, honestly. I was not expecting that. I was really shaken up.
The flood came on quickly. 8 inches of rain falling in just 80 minutes. Eventually, the river cresting at a record 20 feet.
We are all backing out of the water's way.
The state's governor signing an emergency declaration. Roads closed throughout the area. This sped up time lapse showing how high the water rose in a local business. The same mountain town was hit by a devastating wildfire just last year that killed at least 2 people and destroyed hundreds of homes in the area. Burn scars from that blaze likely exacerbating Tuesday's flooding. Heavy rains and extreme weather pounding other areas throughout the country. From the Midwest, where floodwaters rose in Chicago, to flood watches in North Carolina, already hard hit this week, and thunderstorms rolling in further up the East Coast, downing power lines. And once again throwing off the busy summer travel season, causing ground stops at several of the country's key airports. Over 8,000 flights delayed yesterday, as yet another day of wild weather sweeps the country and another community recovers. And among the now confirmed dead, a man in his 40s or 50s, a 7-year-old child, and a 4-year-old child. This community still shrouded in darkness, covered in ruins, already heartbroken. Willie?
Staggering pictures there. Steve Patterson in New Mexico this morning. Steve, thank you.
All right, let's bring in Al for a look at the forecast here. How's it looking now?
Well, unfortunately, we're seeing really what's the consequences of this climate change because we are looking at an atmosphere that's warmer, holding more moisture. A lot of these storms overproducing. And so as you look at what happened yesterday between 2 and 3:30, torrential rain over the South Fork burn scar. This was a leftover from wildfires from last year. So that water and debris had nowhere to go. 8 inches of rain in less than 90 minutes. That's unbelievable. And you can see that Rio Ruidoso at Hollywood, New Mexico, it had a rise of almost 20 feet in 35 minutes. Almost impossible to be able to warn folks to get out of the way from that. So today, daytime heating, more extreme moisture, fueling new storms both in Texas and on into New Mexico. Now, last night, Chicago, 9 to 11 o'clock. Again, highly localized, extreme heavy rainfall falling over Chicago and their environs. 3 to 6 inches directly over downtown Chicago with those flash flood reports. Garfield Park saw 5 inches of rain in 90 minutes. And here in the east, we've got a flood watches now from just south of New York City down into the Carolinas for 27 million people. Risk of severe weather from Bismarck to North Platte, also from just southern New Jersey into South Carolina. Large hail, tornado risk low, but wind gusts of up to 20 to 40 to 60 miles per hour. And locally, guys, we're looking at 5 inches of rain from central New Jersey all the way down to Charlotte. Flash flooding, again, a possibility with 2 to 3 inches of rainfall possible per hour in some of these areas.
It's a lot of green and orange on that map, Al. Yeah. Severe weather from coast to coast. Al, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.